into the Truth Serum, everybody. We are live right now. Joey the Truth Wagner with you. Friends, if you haven't yet, would mean the world if you could give some love to the video, give some love to the stream. Friends, make sure to like the stream, give us a thumbs up if you're brand new, subscribe to the channel. Everybody, we are to that time. The field of 68 has been selected for the NCAA tournament. March Madness is off and running, and it is the best time of year for college basketball, and it is time to pick my bracket. I'll start in the West region. Gonzaga against the 16 seed. That's pretty cut and dry. I'll go with Gonzaga. 8-9 Boise State, Memphis. Folks, I know nothing about college basketball. Nothing. So these picks are basically guesses. I will go with Memphis. UConn taking on New Mexico State. I know that UConn has historically had success over the years, so I will go with UConn. Next up, Arkansas, Vermont, the 4-13 matchup. Gonna go with a hunch. Go with the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Next up, Alabama takes on Rutgers, Notre Dame in one of the play-in games. I'm going to go with the upset here, folks. I think that Notre Dame will be the one to win the game over Rutgers, and then Notre Dame beats Alabama. Next up, Texas Tech, Montana State. I'll go with Texas Tech. Next up, Michigan State, Davidson. This is a very interesting matchup in terms of history. You have Tom Izzo, Michigan State, what he's done there. You have Davidson. They've had some success in the tournament with Seth Curry, but they don't have Steph, so I'll go with Sparty. I'm going to pick Duke to beat Cal State Fullerton. That is the West region for the first round. Let me go down to the East. Going to pick the defending national champion Baylor Bears to beat Norfolk. North Carolina, they did look impressive in their last win against Duke. But I'm going to go with a shocker here. No, I'm not. I'm going with Carolina. Go with Carolina. 5-12 matchup, St. Mary's in either Wyoming or Indiana. I'm going to go with St. Mary's. I'm going to go with UCLA to beat Akron. Going to go with Kentucky over St. Pete. Going to go with Murray State to win their first round game. Texas, Virginia Tech. Going to go with Virginia Tech. It'll be one of my upsets. 11 beats 6. And everyone, probably the biggest upset on my bracket. I'm going to go with Yale. Yale over Purdue, a 14 seed, wins in the first round. Next up, let's go over to the South. Arizona, easy peasy, lemon squeezy over the 16 seed. I'll go with Seton Hall to beat TCU. I'll go with Houston to beat UAB. Illinois to beat Chattanooga. Michigan to beat Colorado State. Go with Tennessee to win. Villanova to win. And the Ohio State Loyola Chicago game, I will go the upset Loyola Chicago. Next up, the Midwest. I'll go with Kansas Creighton, Iowa, Providence, Wisconsin, USC, LSU, and Auburn. We are down to the second round, down from 64 to 32. I'm going to go with Arizona, Illinois, Tennessee. No, I'll go Michigan over Tennessee and Villanova. Go with Kansas, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Auburn in that region. Over here, I'll go with Murray State for an upset, Yale as an upset, UCLA, and Baylor. To finish off the second round, I'll go with Gonzaga, Notre Dame. No, I'll go Texas Tech. Texas Tech and UConn and Duke over Michigan State. To the Sweet 16, got Gonzaga, UConn, Texas Tech, Duke, Baylor, UCLA, Yale, Murray State, Auburn, Wisconsin, Iowa, Kansas, Nova, Michigan, Illinois, and Arizona. Sweet 16. Gonzaga to win, Duke to win. That'll be one of the better matchups in the Elite Eight. Gonzaga will play Duke. Down in the lower regions, I will go with...
They got the things out, the bracket?
Yep, the bracket is out. I will go with Baylor as a guess. Go with Murray State to beat Yale. I will go with Wisconsin to beat Auburn. Everybody, these are complete guesses. I know nothing about college basketball. So if you're going to complain...
What's the top four teams now?
I will...
Gonzaga?
Gonzaga, yeah, Gonzaga is a 1. Arizona is a 1. No, Duke is a 2. Gonzaga, Arizona, Baylor, and Kansas.
Oh, okay.
But to finish off the...
I'll see you later.
Thanks for tuning in, Hollywood. Continuing our Sweet 16 bracket, I'll have Arizona and Villanova. We'll have Kansas. And that is it for the Elite Eight. We are to the Elite Eight games. These winners go to the Final Four. Go with Gonzaga over Duke. Because Duke had a huge game, final home game for Coach K, and they blew it. So, that was a big game. They did not show up. So I'll go with Gonzaga to make the Final Four. We'll go with Baylor to make the Final Four. And we'll go with Wisconsin, Big Ten team, to make the Final Four. And I will go with Villanova to get in. Final Four will be taking place from New Orleans this year. My Final Four teams in my bracket, friends, Gonzaga, Baylor, rematch of last year. I think Gonzaga gets redemption, avenges that loss. I'll go with Villanova to beat Wisconsin. And my national championship game will be Gonzaga and Villanova. And my national champions will be the #1 overall seed, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, winning by a final score of 81-74. There it is, everybody. There is the bracket for March Madness this year from The Truth. Make sure to like it, make sure to sub it, and please be kind with the comments, because I am not a college basketball guy, so all of these picks were made by guessing. Have a great one, everybody. The Truth signing off with his March Madness bracket.